Miss Adams, you've certainly had a very interesting educational journey.
Netflix's new series Wednesday has won over fans and gone completely viral since its release. The show, directed by Tim Burton and starring newcomer Jenna Ortega, has earned spectacular reviews and 2 Golden Globe nominations. Here are the top 10 behind-the-scenes secrets you probably didn't know about Wednesday Season 1.
My mother's a carnivorous planet.
Number 10. Jenna's audition. Fans of the show Wednesday are obsessed with its star, Jenna Ortega. When Ortega was offered an audition for the show, she was currently filming the horror movie X on location in New Zealand. In a spare moment from filming, Ortega hopped on a Zoom call with the show's creator, Tim Burton, while fully covered in fake blood from filming. Ortega recalls the audition by saying, "It was funny because when I met Tim Burton for my Wednesday audition, I had just finished doing that, so I had stage blood and glycerin sweat in my hair and a massive cut on my face and had been up for over 24 hours. Ortega says that Burton laughed about her appearance and found it charming. The audition worked because Ortega landed the leading role. Number 9. Christina Ricci. Fans were delighted to see Christina Ricci, who played Wednesday in the 1990s movie series, play a character in the new series. What is surprising to know is that Ricci was a replacement for actress Thora Birch, who had to leave the project due to a family illness. Ricci stepped in at the last minute and filled the role of a teacher at Nevermore Academy. Surprisingly enough, Ortega and Ricci never discussed playing the role of Wednesday with each other while on set. In an interview with MTV, Ortega said that, "I think when she was on set, neither one of us said Wednesday once to each other. I don't think she wanted to get in the way of my performance and feel like she was overbearing. Then I felt like I didn't want to pull up something that she did 30 years ago. For one, the sake of my benefit, but 2, I didn't want to rip her off. I didn't want to be too much like her." After the show came out, Ricci was about to express her admiration for Ortega, and the duo has become a favorite of the fans. Number 8. The Magic of Thing. One of Wednesday's more beloved characters was the role of the magical hand Thing. On the show, Thing appears as a severed hand with a mind of its own, but behind the scenes, Thing was created with a combination of special effects and hand acting. Actor Victor Durabantu wore a prosthetic to act out the part of Thing. In post-production, they edited out his body to create the appearance of a severed hand. In an interview with TMZ, Wednesday's vision effects supervisor Tom Turnbull explains how, the transformation, you suddenly no longer saw the actor. It was completely game-changing, and that's what really, I think, brought Thing to life. Number 7. Nevermore's Gargoyles. Fans might have noticed the gothic gargoyles that are on Nevermore's roof. These gargoyles are actually used to represent the different cliques of the school. They also change their expressions based on the mood of what is happening on campus. Some of the gargoyles even make nods to previous Tim Burton characters. Number 6. No blinking rule. Wednesday's stone-cold stare is one of her most iconic characteristics, but only some fans have caught on to the fact that she never blinks during the entire season. Director Tim Burton made the call to have a 0 blinking rule. In an interview with Teen Vogue, Ortega explained that, "At some point during the first couple weeks of shooting, I did a take where I did not blink at all, and Tim said, 'I don't want you to blink anymore.' The thing about the blinking is, I didn't realize that I was doing it. It just kind of happened, because every time we started a take, I would reset my face. I would drop all the muscles in my face, and Tim really liked the Kubrick stare, where I stare through my eyebrows. It's just a bit intimidating." She added that, "Clearly it struck something with him, and I trust his opinions so much because he's Tim Burton." Number 5. Learning the cello. In the show, the character of Wednesday dazzled us with her cello skills. Behind the scenes, Jenna Ortega took up cello lessons to prepare for her on-screen role. She spent 2 months taking pre-production lessons. In an interview with Wired, Ortega said, "I probably couldn't play too well now, just because I've been away from home so much working, and it is something that I want to continue to pursue. I have immense respect for anybody who plays the cello. I think it's such a delightful instrument." Number 4. Wednesday's background work. To prepare for her role as Wednesday, Ortega fully dove into the character. She took fencing, archery, and German lessons before starting production. She also went on walks in character to help herself figure out mannerisms for the role. Number 3. Easter eggs. There are numerous Easter eggs hidden throughout the series. In the background of the Weather Vane Cafe, imagery from past movies that Tim Burton worked on can be seen. In Principal Weems's office, there is a stuffed teddy bear that is a nod to the original Addams Family show. Number 2. Costuming inspiration. The costumes on Wednesday have been hugely popular with the fans. The show's wardrobe department wanted to make sure that Wednesday felt updated and trendy. This included a more trendy haircut and an elevated sense of style. For the character principal Weems, the costume inspiration came from the Alfred Hitchcock film The Birds. Costume designer Colleen Atwood showed Weems's actress Gwendolyn Christie the inspiration, and she loved it. Christie said that, "It is the first time I've ever felt beautiful on screen." Fans love the tribute to such an iconic horror movie. And finally, number 1, the Raven dance scene. One of the most iconic moments in the series happens at the Nevermore School dance, where Wednesday breaks out in a wacky dance to the song Goo Goo Muck by The Cramps. The clip of her dance has gone completely viral all over social media. Fans will be surprised to know that the dance was choreographed by Jenna Ortega herself. She found inspiration from YouTube videos and choreographers like Bob Fosse. To make the process even more difficult, Ortega filmed the dance scene while she had COVID. Ortega explained that, "I felt like I'd been hit by a car and that a little goblin had been let loose in my throat and was scratching the walls of my esophagus. They were giving me medicine between takes because we were waiting on the positive result." Even sick, Jenna Ortega managed to produce one of the most iconic performances of the year.